to not Derren Brown. Okay, I've gave it away already. Welcome to my speculation time on Thorpe Park Ghost Train, which was originally known as Derren Brown Ghost Train, but then also rethemed back to Derren Brown's Ghost Train, Rise of the Demon. Now, the only difference is the only difference was the reputation. So when it was just Derren Brown Ghost Train, it had a really bad reputation because some things wasn't sorted. And then when it became Derren Brown's Ghost Train a year after it opened, it then, somehow had a really good reputation. It had VR headsets which actually fit. Yes, you heard it, guys. Merlin put VR headsets into a ride. Now, Merlin also put another bunch of VR headsets into another ride. Both do not work. Now, as we know, Galactica at Alton Towers also had VR headsets. Welcome to the Cosmos and all that. So yeah, that's what we know from VR. And then before though, Derren Brown's Ghost Train had VR headsets. So when you put them on, you then saw this pre-show whilst you was in the train. So, Derren Brown's Ghost Train, what was it and how did it work? I will show you. Not this. Alexa, turn off office light. Oh, we didn't want to pause it. So, it starts off in the queuing line. Now, Alexa, turn on office light. So, the queuing line. Yes, this queuing line was actually well themed. So you enter, you had to book. Halloween, I did it Halloween last year, first time. And oh my god, it was so good. I'm not joking. Just shh, don't tell anyone. That was the motto that Derren Brown used, but that's more on that later. Anyways, the theme around Derren Brown's Ghost Train was about fracking. Now, if you don't know, fracking is about getting oil from the Earth's ground. It's practically illegal here, and you're not allowed to do it because, it causes earthquakes. Yeah, that's just how life is. So yeah, it was about stopping fracking, and the posters all around, and then there was like underground metro and all that. It was really good. Theme Park Girl 27, hello. Antoni, hello. So Alexa, turn off office light. So this, once you get into the attraction, you are greeted by this chair. Now, actually, I'll tell you in a minute. Wait.
In a situation like this, the fascinating thing is not fear itself, but the pleasure we glean from it. That's what ghost trains are really about. It's not about being petrified, it's about being immersed in a fantasy and being thrilled by it. It's an enjoyment we discover at a very young age. Okay, none of you look very scared. This, though, is one of the first games that we play with babies. How weird that we like to scare them. Obviously, it'll be a tougher job to scare you. So, you've made it this far, and therefore you'll be people who like to break rules and act outside the norm. You're drawn to risk-taking. Unlike many of us, you like a fight. You like the pattern of tension and release that tests your mettle and makes your heart race. But why? Why do we have to be scared? Why do we pay to go to the cinema and then spend half the movie hiding our eyes? Why do we feel fear? And why is it so often closely related to laughter and enjoyment? Well, fear is in our DNA. In evolutionary terms, it's actually incredibly healthy. Without it, your ancestors wouldn't have been here long enough to survive and pass on the genes to you that define you. It's good for you. So perhaps it's essential that we enjoy fear, and many of us certainly do enjoy it. The reason is because
Alexa, turn on office light. So you get the gist of it. So yeah, you're greeted by this hologram. Yes, it's a projection. It makes it look real, and this chair, which is actually in the middle of this screen, um, is an actual chair behind the screen. And when the projection comes on, it mirrors back, and it looks like Derren Brown's actually sitting on the chair, but it's just positioned like that. And it also looks like the chalkboard is an actual real thing, but yeah, again, it's just like that, and it's just a projection. So yeah, it was about him explaining how people feel fear in different ways and how we develop fear. Hence why the caveman and the mammal. Don't ask me why again. So yeah, after he's done with that, we then move into a room which looks very weird. Oh god, I was going to say speakful. And then he comes across this. Comes across this. He's holding a train.
This is my ghost train.
Yes, and he says those words.
I'll see you on the other side.
This is my ghost train. And then, yeah, because normally on the advert that was released for this ride to hype it all up, it was like holding a little ghost train. Yes, little ghost train. And he was like, this is my ghost train. And then, it just zoomed out into the island like no other, Thorpe Park itself. Now he does this in the attraction. He holds the ghost train, and then he goes, "This is my ghost train." And then steam comes everywhere, and he goes, and then steam just comes at you. It's like smoke effects and fog effects, and it comes at you. And then on the right of this projectile screen, when the screen's done, it tells you to enter this way. Yeah, that way. So when you enter, oh yeah, when he goes, "My ghost train," all the sound effects come on for like a train. And then you move up some stairs. I think it's pretty cool. I like how you got like this here. And then you go into this room. Now yes, you might be thinking, it's a train on chains. It literally is. No, it's not. How they have done this projectile and this whole imagery is they've used mirrors. So if you look here, this seems like a normal train, right? But then if you look really, really closely here, there's a line. That is the mirror. So whatever is projecting here will also be projecting here. It makes it look like it's 3D. It's not, because behind this is a mechanism. Now this mechanism is very cool because when you go into this ride, it's like a tube tunnel, but I'll show you in a minute. This ride then moves out from the inside, so the outside stays the same, but I will show you. Now this is like his reimagined ghost train, so when you look down it looks proper. It looks like it's properly in the ground, like not on the ground. Oh, nothing can beat ads. So then you are greeted by this guy, and you've just moved from a 15th century train to like a 19th, 20th century train for the tube underground in London. Now you've got Be Fearless, because Derren Brown Star explained that fear in the world and how this ride contains how it messes with your brain, like. Yeah, and then you've got this guy. Now, this guy's meant to be like the train conductor, like the ticket checker, but unfortunately that does not happen. You are then also introduced to a noise. Now, the audio plays and says something like, this is like a sterilisation, or this is how you become germ-free, because now you're in this train, it also says about there's a ghost on the loose, and it's more of a diseased zombie thing on this train. And then the VR headsets say it all, actually. Even hand sanitizers. Imagine. Subcore energy. So now we are in the VR headset. What they see in the VR headset? Alexa,
Watching us from the inside. We're like ghosts. Ghosts on a train track. She can't see you, but she can hear you breathing.
so there's a lot to infer here. 15th century to now the inside and the outside both match. Yes, now there is a mechanism. There is a mechanism that I'll show you. Here we go. This is how it works.
To derail your mind.
Hang on. Wait. I'm going to show you how this works actually, because I've probably got the wrong thing.
Back in 2016.
Oh, what? There it is. Ready? So this is how it actually works. So you get on the train, and this train that carries people in somehow imports from the station. And then look here. This train now exports from the station, whilst this train, anytime now, and never new trains go slow. What happened to the what? Oh, right, yeah. The train track, it looks like 13, doesn't it? A bit slower, though. Oh, wow. Okay, so that track then goes to the next one, and then it brings it back, and then somehow you end up in the exterior of... It's a good word in French, exterior, just so you know. So yeah, you end up in the exterior of a tube train, which you find in London nowadays, which is quite cool. So you go from going inside a really old-fashioned 15th century train, and then it's not like you've just moved a bunch of years ahead, and, you know, you've just come out of the most modern train there is in the UK. So yeah, going back to the pre-show. Yeah. For the adverts. Comment down below if you love adverts. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry. But yeah. More adverts. Oh, here we go. Oh, hang on. So you're greeted by this guy who just shouts at you and tells you to get out. And then you've got another train. Got all these lights flashing and everything's really cool. Oh, fog effects. I know, adverts are so bad. So, in this room, I stopped it at good versions. Look, stopped it. Okay, so in this room we have this train. No, let's go here first. We have like underground thing, and this thing normally steams up because, you know, there's not much you can say about that. Anyways, this thing was done by accident. Now, what was actually meant to happen with this train is you are meant to get you back by the wall, and then this train is meant to come out like a crash. Unfortunately, because of the lack of budget in this ride, that did not happen. Derren Brown just needs to get better. Dynamo's winning. Yeah, and you also have the danger caution like you find in the underground. I love the theming this side. And then this side's just, you know, some lights and paint. You could just see from here, even from my camera, you could see the paint. That's probably because I've gone too much into detail with it, but you know. But it does say out of service. But an out of service on a train station. Stay right here, guys. Now these guys are the infected. Like I said before, the infected guys was like the whole video. The whole point of the video. The whole point of the video at the start of the station was to say to keep our world clean, and you know, it was meant to like. These plague people wouldn't touch you because they're not allowed. Then you exit this place into another tunnel, and it's in. Eye masks. See? Pure energy, clean energy. Now it's the infected, but this is in VR. And then you fall. Oh, and just died.
Your final destination. Some of you may feel a bit confused when you find you haven't moved.
Welcome on board. We here at Subcore Energy make safety our
So Derren Brown speaks once, and then he just stops. Now you exit the other side of the station, and then you find yourself back in the old station. Oh my god, look at that, guys. And everyone's all fine, and it goes, end of the line, exit this way. You got like the posters and all the Derren Brown stuff, which is quite cool. They weren't wrong when the Luigi board spells something.
Keep it a secret.
Message from the other side. Had your tickets ready for Inspeculation? And then, that's it. You then go into the main shop. Now, the fact that people actually believe that the first shop is the shop. I'm like, what's the budget cost for that ride? Imagine, like 3 cups on a shelf. It's not even like positioned correctly, and the photos were like always turning and changing. Like there's so many people going to this ride, but yet again, a tube train is quite fast. Unfortunately, this one isn't. Now, the future of this ride. I didn't tell you what happened to it. 6 years down the line, Derren Brown lost his contract with Thorpe Park, and Derren Brown's Ghost Train, Rise of the Demon, was no more. So, where do we go from there? Where does Thorpe Park go from there? they have this building named Thorpe Junction, and they didn't know what to do with it. Well, guys, unfortunately, I don't know what they're doing to it, because it wasn't until today where they released a what was it? They released something. They released a video or a picture. They released a picture of their advertisement, and it said, we are nearly halfway there to Halloween. And I'm like, you on about Halloween already? Passing my life away. And tomorrow will be the announcement date for the Thorpe Junction Open. Platform 13, it said. So like, Platform 13 has departed. And wait, it was like, Platform 13 has departed Thorpe Junction, and Ghost Train has now, like, ready for Ghost Train or something like that. It was something like that. I don't stick to my word like that. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to be a bit stupid. I'm going to make a prediction for this date to open, and I would say around about Scarefest or Fright Nights, because they've mentioned Halloween, halfway there, Halloween. So it seems like the train is halfway there to the station. Because platform 15 platform 13 has only just departed. Platform 13 could be Derren Brown's Ghost Train, Rise of the Demon. Good. We are no longer seeing no more demons, no more virtualities. Bye-bye. And we are seeing the longest UK's intense dark ride with live actors. So, I'll say about Scarefest, 31st of October. No. Whenever Fright Nights opens at Thorpe Park. That's my predictions. I've highly got that wrong. Now, my thoughts on Derren Brown's Ghost Train. Derren Brown's Ghost Train was amazing. The VR headsets did not work, but the theming around the queue line, the fracking and all that was good. And then the bit where he actually spoke and said about this may mess with your mind, this experience, and he told us how we got fear from, and the emotion of fear from the ancestors and all that, and that was quite good. And then about the train actually moving, pretty good too. I really wish there was more budget put into it, so the train crash could have happened when the ghost came out. I think that would have been well good. But I'd say Derren Brown only featured like 1 minute. It was like 1 minute, the whole thing, or probably 3 minutes, and then that's it. Didn't hear of him since. The whole thing was like Thorpe Park has just took over it. Yet again, that's another thing about IP. IP is like the logo and the name, and some bits of it mentions it, and then that's it. Nothing like Bubble Works at Chessington. What happened to that? Animatronics are gone. Yeah, so it's really good. And when you go into that shop bit, that's also amazing. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts on Derren Brown's Ghost Train, and I also want to know, what do you think the layout would be for Ghost Train coming this year? I predict what's Fright Nights. Don't hold me to that. Yeah, and it's got like a blue and white queue line now, and it has like old posters of old signature rides, just like they've done at Curse of Alton Manor at Alton Towers with Oblivion and not Oblivion and Oblivion. The Flume, yeah, that was something at Curse of Alton Manor. You also see Loggers Leap and Canada Creek at the queue line of the new Thorpe Junction. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts, guys. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. Please do like and subscribe on my YouTube. Please follow me on Instagram if you do see this. So yeah, don't know, 31st of December, I think Derren Brown's Ghost Train would just depart for good. But Ghost Train, I think, would just open at Fright Nights for definite, because they've mentioned Halloween and they're halfway there, it kind of makes me feel like when you're halfway there, you're saying that it's going to open halfway down the line. So yeah, your thoughts? Hi guys. Oh god, I can't end the live. I can't end it.